Hello everyone and welcome to another commentary video, and today I can barely hold myself because the gay theorists decided to shit on us again. Okay, so as you all know, last year 2016 Overwatch was being released and Matpat decided to make a deadlock video on Overwatch vs TF2. It was poorly researched. It was an absolutely shitty video. And that obviously got a huge backlash from it, and simply, the show is just him comparing Overwatch to TF2, making really bad points, bad research. It was a bad overall video. And deadlock means when an argument or situation reaches a point in which no progress can be made. So the point of the show is making your point, talking about it until you reach a point in which neither can actually make a progress in it, and then leaves to the commentary section. And now we get to the new one that he made, Pokemon, which Gen1 Starter is truly the best. I can't even hold myself just by the title. So first off, this shouldn't be deadlock, this should be facts, because the developers themselves already confirmed Bulbasaur is competitively the best Gen1 starter there is. So there's no argument, there's nothing to argue about it. Unless you get really bad IVs, stats, and etc., then of course, maybe Charmander or Squirtle will be better, but that's purely random. But with space stats and etc., the best one would be Bulbasaur. Anyways, let's stop shitting around and let's get to the video.
3 adorable Pokemon, 1 unforgettable choice. When Professor Oak first gave gamers the option of Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle, no one could have suspected.
Alright, I already have fucking objections. Why are you showing 2 pictures from the anime and 1 picture from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorer Sky?
We want to know! Was our choice the best? Which of the 3 Gen 1 starters reigns supreme? After researching and running some polls, Bulbasaur was in a distant third, making today's debate between 2, Squirtle and Charmander.
You clickbait fuck! Hang on a minute! The title of the video is Pokemon, which Gen 1 starter is truly the best. That means all 3. You can't throw one out, then just discuss about 2, especially the 2 worst one there is. Because Bulbasaur, again, was confirmed by the developers that he is truly the best. Second is Squirtle, and the third is Charmander. What the hell are you talking about?
I wanna be the very best.
Let's finish this quickly. I can't stop thinking about my battle with Gary.
I must say, this intro is very shitty. First off, I think I can sing. I wanna be the very best, much better than you. That came out really shitty, but I am very proud.
Your standard, Austin. I just figured a guy as smart as you could write a wittier punchline than dropping F-bombs, but I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. You have free reign to do what you want. I will totally look the other way. That said, though, YouTube's ad services might not be so kind.
Look, if you were constantly discovering how...
Wait! Holy fuck! Matpat just admitted he does it for the money! He finally said it, boys! I wanna be the very rich, like no one ever was.
Complain.
What was the single greatest discovery in all the history of humanity? Relativity? The transistor? The steam engine? No! It was the ability to control fire.
What? What are you fucking talking about? Okay, so over electricity, nah, that wasn't a big deal. Oh, the telephone, nah. The calculator, all those amazing gadgets, things that we use daily, that was revolutionary, and some things that people even died trying to defend. That fire, that's the most important. Fire absolutely was fire.
600,000 years ago, before even the existence of Homo sapiens, hominins first learned to control fire. With that came science, art, chemistry, cooked food, light at night, and heat in winter. Humanity has utterly dominated the entire world for good or ill for thousands of years, and it all started with fire. A little bit.
What the fuck is that point? What does that have to do with Charmander is better than Squirtle? That doesn't have anything to do with the game.
The Greeks knew how important fire was, not even thinking that humans themselves were smart enough to come up with the idea, and alleged that Prometheus stole fire from the gods themselves. And this is exactly why, objectively and unequivocally, why Charmander is the best of the first 3 starter Pokemon.
Okay, I'm sorry to say this, but Austin or whatever fuck is your name, you're fucking retarded.
So maybe, Austin, maybe you should start moving away from just arguing the primordial elements and instead start talking about, I don't know, the game, maybe.
I kinda find it really funny that Matpat says that when the video is fully scripted by Matpat himself. So he's on purpose making the video longer just to get that sweet ad revenue.
Fine, let's have it your way. Charmander is, by almost every metric you want to go by, the most popular of all the Generation 1 starters. Mike?
Actually, no, you are beyond wrong in that statement. It be Pikachu. In Gen 1, there was 3 games, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red, and Pokemon Yellow, in which Pikachu is the starter. It was the very first Pokemon game to be released in the US, and Pikachu was the starter, and he is one of the most popular Pokemons there ever was. And even though if you talk about the 3, yes, Charmander is the most popular, but again, the title of the video is which Gen 1 Starter is truly the best. You are just bullshitting your audience.
Well, I'm so glad to see that you were able to tear yourself away from Twitter in order to do some actual research on Pokemon for this debate.
Says the one that scripted this fucking video!
Oh, you know who else chose Squirtle? Speedrunners. The people who truly are the best, like no one ever was.
Matpat, that is another very shitty point. Speedrunners pick Squirtle because Squirtle can learn Surf. Surf is a very important piece on the game because it allows you to pretty much skip the whole fucking thing in just minutes. Meanwhile, you're talking about which is the strongest, and that does not fit because speedrunners doesn't look for the strongest, they only look for the fastest.
Charmander starts out slightly weaker than Squirtle by pure stat points, I'll give you that, which easily puts you at a disadvantage for the first 2 gym battles. But this only proves that it's the starter of the most skilled trainers who can overcome adversity for a huge payoff, where Charizard has a huge stat advantage over Blastoise, both in overall total, but especially in the key stat that they both utilize most.
Charizard indeed does have a better total, but the thing is, Blastoise is pretty much better in every way possible. The huge thing that Charizard has is special attack and speed. Meanwhile, Blastoise has a lot of defense, pretty much is a generalist. He's a generalist Pokemon. There's no way you can really fight that head on.
Which would be all well and good if Charmander and Charizard would actually get around to learning some dang fire moves. In Gen 1, Charmander only learns 1 fire move, Ember, up through level 38. 38?
What? What are you talking about? No, you gotta be fucking kidding me, no way. Matpat! Don't you fucking research! Ember is a level 7! Where did you read that? Okay, very quick thing. This is me from the editing. I just would like to say that Charmander actually learns Ember during Gen 1 at level 9 and now level 7. I was looking at the newest Gen.
And if you decide to evolve him along the way, which obviously you will since everyone's so eager to get their hands on Charizard, I mean, even you, Austin, have abandoned defending Charmander at this point and have already moved on to his level 3 evolution, you're gonna have to wait until level 42 before you get your second fire-type move, Flamethrower.
Whoa. Flamethrower is indeed learned at level 37 by Charmander and level 47 by Charizard. But the thing is, he has earlier moves that is fire indeed. Fire Fang at level 25 and level 28 Flame Burst.
Yeah, fine, you gotta wait a bit for Flamethrower, but Charizard boasts an impressive list of learnable moves, including one of the strongest in the game, Hyper Beam. Furthermore, Charizard is a dual flying fire type, and as a result, boasts several advantages over the Turtalian counterpart Blastoise, who is a pure water type.
I have so many objections that I can't even fucking count. First off, no, Charizard's learning moves is not impressive, and he cannot naturally learn Hyper Beam. He can only learn Hyper Beam through the TM, which is very rare. It is really hard to find. Also, if you really want to talk shit like that, you know that Blastoise can learn Hydro Pump, the strongest water move in Pokemon that has ever been made, at 120 damage. Hyper Beam is a TM, meanwhile Hydro Pump is natural. Also, the flying and fire typing, it is not good. Not at all, because it makes Charizard weak to electric type.
Also, Charizard can learn 3 hidden machines, some of the most important skills in the game: Fly, Cut, and Strength. Blastoise only gets 2. Aw, how cute! At least you tried to be useful. I'll think of you getting around like a crappy boat while I'm flying in the sky on my literal dragon!
Except...
First off, if you have started at the very start of the game, you can speedrun it much faster than with flying. Flying you get much later in the game. Second of all, any flying type, even a pigeon, can fly, so you don't really don't need to evolve with Charmander all the way to Charizard to get fly. You can just capture a pigeon and just go with it.
Plus, petty though it is, Charmander gets an entry in the Pokedex before Squirtle. It's like the game itself.
What? 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 I don't even fucking get it! How is that a valid point to an argument about which is strongest? Oh, I am closer to number 1. I am the best, bitch! How is that a fucking point, Matpat? I broke my headset.
Homonym is not going to distract me, Matt. And let's just keep this petty ball rolling. I owned Pokemon Red growing up, for which Charizard was the mascot. And Charizard made a comeback as the mascot of Fire Red. Wait, where's Water Blue? That's right, there isn't one! They decided to make the Japan exclusive Pokemon Green instead. Ha! Not even...
That is so little fucking bullshit that I can't even count that I'm Ice-Cream and the guy saying. They didn't make a blue remake because simply it wasn't the original Pokemon. When they make the remakes of Gen 1 and Gen 3, they only picked the 2 original ones that was released, Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green.
And for all, the big, huge, game-ending elephant in the room, 3 words: water beats fire.
That is another very, very shitty comment of Matpat. The first 3 starters all are made to beat each other. There's no best against each other. Because if Charmander can beat Squirtle, no, if Charmander can beat Bulbasaur, Bulbasaur can beat Squirtle. If Squirtle can beat Charmander, then the circle goes around and around and around.
In a fight against Blastoise, Charizard has a higher speed, which means a significantly higher crit percent, and a higher special attack, higher than Blastoise's special defense.
I have so fucking much to talk about this. First off, the speed means nothing but who goes faster. Critical hits, as far as I'm concerned, are completely random. And second of all, just because Charizard has more special attack than Blastoise special defense doesn't mean he's better. the calculation makes the special attack being that slightly higher being nearly as much as slightly lower. It doesn't interfere that much.
Alright then, smart guy, you're so good at computer modeling, run the numbers for who wins, Charizard or Blastoise. 100 matches, go.
Running the numbers, you find out that 75% of Blastoise's defeat happened in round 3. Charizard gets to move first. So, great! But in 100 battles, over 80% of Charizards are defeated by Blastoise at the beginning of round 3, so...
That is because Blastoise counters Charizard! It is a water type versus a fire type! Matpat, your logic makes no fucking sense!
I rest my case. Again, I'm gonna walk dramatically out of frame.
Fine! So what? Water beats fire and grass beats water.
He fucking did it. Couldn't even spell Hydro Pump!
And, as a little bonus, my baby has a tiny little Charmander toy. And my baby's adorable, Matt. Adorable! Are you saying that babies aren't adorable and therefore...
This may be the shittiest point so far in the video. My baby has a Charmander plush. Therefore, it is the best starter of Gen 1. It is stronger than Bulbasaur, it is stronger than Squirtle, it is stronger than Eve, and it is stronger than Pikachu. I know Eve is not selectable, but is a starter, quote unquote.
I don't know, I'd say a half turtle, half machine with giant water cannons coming out of its shell is pretty goddamn awesome. Apologize.
You wanna talk about pretty goddamn awesome? Compare it to a really fucking badass dragon.
So we're even. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, we have reached deadlock. Now that
But you fucking haven't! You just sounded like two dumbass children. Being like, oh, mine is better. I picked Charmander on the start of the game. That means it is definitely better. Oh no! I picked Squirtle. He is definitely better. What are you talking about? That Charizard has much more power attack, like 2 points. What are you talking about? Anyways, I rest my case. It is full of bullshit. It was confirmed by the developers, stats, and mainly the competitive scene that Bulbasaur, it is in fact the best one to choose, with strongest points in every way possible. He is a journalist, so is Blastoise. I rest my case. This was my video shitting back on Matpat.